We are Philip and Brianna Cash, the Tramping Lineman family, and welcome to our Raising the Line podcast. Also available on Spotify.
I'm gonna have so much editing to do. It's
Yeah.
insane.
I don't
I feel
know.
like you're about to jump up and run.
I don't know. I'm Philip Cash, journeyman lineman out of local 474 in Memphis, Tennessee. So how we got in the apprenticeship?
We wanted to do it for a long time. We're married
Yep.
for like,
It's something
11
that I've
years?
got an uncle and a cousin. My best friend was a lineman. Something I've wanted to do since I was a teenager. I got into the inside electrical, and I did that for a while, and it wasn't appeasing me. I wanted to do line work.
and then we got married young, had our babies, and life kind of got away from us.
I was 28 or 29 when I got in.
You applied at 28 and you turned 29 before you
Yeah.
started.
So I went and got my Class A CDLs. A lot of apprenticeships make sure that you have a manual endorsement. So I went and got all that in November. Immediately applied to the apprenticeship, got an interview call in the spring. So I went to the interview,
You really know what
dressed
to
in
expect.
my work boots, work pants, work shirt. I showed up and everybody was in button-ups and nice clothes, alligator skin boots, all that stuff.
What'd you bring with you to the interview?
I had a one-page resume that we
right.
put together. So you walk in. I applied for SELCAT. That was my local JATC. Went down to Noonan, Georgia, and walked into a room. I think there was 5, maybe 7 people on the panel. And they put you in a chair, and there's a U-shape table where all the people that are interviewing you are sitting. So I walked around and I would hand them each, I'd introduce myself, hand them a little one-page resume and shake their hand, look them square in the eye, firm handshake. Sat there and they just asked me simple questions, and I didn't BS my way through it. I just answered them truthfully. I was hungry. I wanted it because I had my best friend that's he's in California right now working. He's always told me, he said, stay hungry. So I was hungry during my interview, and it was a very short interview, like 20 minutes.
Yeah, maybe that. We were expecting it to be a lot longer for some reason, but it was.
Yeah, drove
quick.
6-7 hours to Noonan, Georgia, 20-minute interview, and drove right back. I drove actually straight to Memphis because that was the only local union, I guess, that was close to me.
Yeah.
And all my buddies were out of. So I walked up in there and I joined. I told them that I had interviewed for SELCAT. So I joined, I swore in, and 2 days later?
I think it was like a week, I felt like. Was it a week?
I don't think so.
Or maybe not a week.
It was crazy. It was super fast. I wound up ranking number 2 of a group of, I guess, applicants. Got my call from Miami, Florida. And I was in Jackson, Tennessee. Yeah, I was not expecting that at all.
I remember I was sitting outside on our porch. Our kids were, how old? They were 1, 2, and 4, I think. And he called me. He was at work, and he's like, got a call from Miami, and the guy was like, call me right back and let me know if you want it or not. And he didn't want to turn down, especially his first call in the apprenticeship. And
never turned down a call.
Right. And he was like, I want it. I'm going to go. And so we didn't know what we're going to do. We had almost 7 acres. We had just finished our pond, and we had ponies and just cleared out some more land. I was just like, go. Like, this is what I remember saying, this is what we signed up for, and let's go. Just go and we'll figure it out. And the day before he left, so it was the Saturday before Easter of that year, we were laying in bed just looking at each other like, what are we doing? What have we signed up for? We're excited, but we knew he was leaving the next day, and we didn't know when we'd see him again and what we were going to do, how we were going to make this work. We just kind of jumped in it. It was a dream we were chasing. And I remember being scared and being sad and excited all in the same moment. And then Easter Sunday, we had church that morning, and then he left that afternoon and headed to Miami.
Drove 16 hours.
Right.
Got to Miami. I drove through the night. I got to Miami. That's a wild place. It was
You were calling me like there's
I
no hotel
I couldn't get a
rooms,
hotel
no
room anywhere
Airbnbs.
near the job or the show up. And I called her. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing down here. Like, you're gonna have to help me out with this. So she wound up finding me an Airbnb in Doral, Florida, which is Miami, a little suburban Miami. Stayed there for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
It was an interesting first couple weeks. I was grainy as could be, and but I had a bunch of great guys that I got on a crew with, and as long as you stay teachable, you'll have no problem in the apprenticeship. And there were other apprentices there that helped me, you know, get started, kind of gave me some tips on how to do my book work. And when I started, testing wasn't like it is today. You tested it in the local union hall that you were near, and you had to sign up for test dates.
Right.
Now it's all online, but so I you know, it was a brotherhood I walked into, and I was helped and guided by a lot of other apprentices and journeymen, foremen, general foreman, all that. So
if you already have a family established and want to get in this trade, it is possible. And that's kind of why we're sharing, you know, our story, is because we want to do it for so long. And I remember looking at him when our babies were really young, and I said, you know, let's do it. It's now or never. They're small enough, we can put them in a camper and we can roll. And you know, it was hard at times. There's moments where you have to be stronger than what you want to be or think that you can be, but it's definitely been worth every trial, I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
What would you tell anybody like wanting to start or like get in the trade?
Just do it. Stay hungry, but do it. Don't let, you know, stressful situations steer you away from it. Power through it and do it. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. But yeah, go get your Class A CDLs. I do know that they're accepting a lot of apprenticeships, even SELCAT now accept automatic restriction on your CDLs.
Right.
But if I were you, I'd make sure you have your manual endorsement, because every truck that we drove on transmission was manual. So you wouldn't have been eligible for a job like that. And it's going to help you when you top out, because there are calls out there that say, you know, you got to have your manual endorsement. Yeah, power through it, get it done. Lean on your brothers, the other apprentices, help each other out. It's a brotherhood.
Yeah, like in two families, like we've met such amazing families on the road too, and other apprentices, and you really do stick together. Like I would make bread and the other apprentices would come over and we would eat sourdough and hang out. And you know, it sounds silly, but you know, you really do build a family and community.
Crab boils.
Crab boils.
Big crab boils.
We have big crab boils sometimes, but
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, but if you guys like have any questions, like we want to help the next generation, you know, of linemen if we can, or even young families that want to do this.
Yeah, and if you're not in the Southeast, there's 7 different apprenticeships. You got SELCAT, you got NEAT, Albat, Mo Valley, SWOLCAT, CalNev, Northwest, NWLCAT. So there's a union apprenticeship in every district. You know, it's in districts all over the country. So wherever you're at, you know, Google your local union, your IBEW local union, and call them and say, hey, I'm interested in the apprenticeship. What do I need to do? And they're going to help you out.
Right.
Be best to probably call the organizer, because they usually have a lot to do with SELCAT. But yeah, just get a call, and then they'll basically tell you where you need to apply, what you need to do, and get through it, get started, stay hungry.
So our next episode we're going to talk a little bit more about the apprenticeship and share some stories with you guys, just kind of what happened and what we experienced and what we enjoyed throughout the apprenticeship, and then just kind of slowly tell our story. It took us 3 years to get through the apprenticeship.
A little over 3.
A little over 3 years from start to finish, and now we're topped out. I say he topped out in April, and you know, now we have so much freedom, and you know, we want to talk about that too, and the benefits that we've had, and there's just so much that goes into it that I'm slowly learning, you know, and he's learned a lot.
Never stop learning.
All right, but so anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this, and like I said, stick around. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I guess.
See you on the next one.